to Mr. Wood's circuit training video. I'm going to demonstrate the different exercises that will be included in your GCSE practical circuit training assessment. I'll go over the technical aspects of each exercise, demonstrate them, and also show you the bits that you're going to go wrong in or the common mistakes that you will make when performing these exercises. First one then, bicep curl. Whenever doing a standing exercise, make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, your toes are slightly turned out, and your knees are bent. This is to protect your lower back. So for the bicep curl, which obviously works your biceps, pretend your elbows are super glued to your body, and the only part that moves are your forearms. It goes up and down, up and down. And it's as simple as that. It's a very small movement. From the side, up and down, up and down. Now the key to any exercise is you breathe out on the hard part, in on the easy part. So on the way up, it's the muscles working, you breathe out, in on the way down. Common mistakes, easiest way to show it from the side, if you get too much weight on the bar, you start to rock your lower back like this. You start to do that, one, you'll injure your back, and two, you won't be working your biceps effectively. Second exercise for the arms, the tricep dips. Again, obviously you've got the triceps, the back part of your arm. For this one then, you sit on a bench or a step, slide your hands until they touch your bum, and grip the bench. Walk your feet out until they're straight, and put your feet together. The only part that moves on your body is at the elbow joint. And all you do is bend until your bum touches the floor, and back up. Now if your back's hit the bench, just walk your feet out again, bend until your bum touches the floor and straighten. It's a very small movement, but it is quite a difficult one. Because you've got your whole weight of your body going through your tricep, which is a relatively small muscle. Common mistakes again, wrong grip. So people try and do it with their fingers to the side. Okay, this works with delts, it's very sore. And also, people do it with a bend in the leg. So it's much easier, but it's incorrect. You need to have straight legs to make sure the weight is evenly distributed. Look forward, keep the body in line. And again, the upward part is where you breathe out, that's the hard part. Moving on to our lower body then, quadriceps, hamstrings, we're going to the squat. This is probably the most technical move that you're going to do. So from the front, again, feet shoulder width apart, slightly turned out. In the squat movement, you're always looking up, keep your chest up, that will keep your back straight. And to get this movement right, your bum has got to go backwards first. And it looks from the frontwards like this. Trying to get your thighs, quadriceps and hamstrings parallel with the ground. From side review, bum goes out first, then the body lowers down, and then back up and looking upwards. Breathing out the upward movement, in on the down. Places that you'll go wrong, and most people would do this to begin with. You don't stick your bum out to begin with, and then the knees come down in front of your toes. If you do that, it's very dangerous. It can hurt your knees, and also you're not working the muscle correctly. So from the side again, one more time. Bum out, chin up, chest up. Sit on that imaginary chair that's not there. Breathe out in the up part. Next one for the legs. Similar muscle groups again, hamstrings, the back of the leg, quadriceps, front of the leg. Don't do this at the bar, you might hurt yourself. Always keep two hands on it. It's a lunge. This time both feet together, one big step, and the second movement is not forward, but straight down, until the knees just above the ground and push back. One more time, one big step, then the body and the hips go downwards, the knees just above the ground, and push back. From the front, do the other foot this time. Straight chest, again looking up, that big step, and the hips go down, your knees just above the ground and back. Common mistake, always be, you don't take a big enough step to begin with. Little step, as you go down now, notice what happens to my knees. My knees are going to come in front of my toes again, which we already talked about is incorrect, and also very dangerous for the ligaments in your kneecap, okay, or just under your kneecap. Moving down, so moving back up to the core now. We're going to work on your abdominal muscles. Okay, standing crunch. Lots of different ways of doing it. We're going to make sure that we do it correctly. So, legs are bent, they're not together, feet are together, you stay shoulder width apart. If you have them too close to you, it's hard to get up enough to work the abs. If you're too far from you, it's too easy. It also puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. So make sure you just feel nice and natural, and it's like an N in your legs. Either have arms crossed over your shoulders, or beside your head, not behind it. Okay, let's do it beside our head to begin with. Breathe out the way up, in on the way down. Out the way up, in on the way down. Out the way up, in on the way down. Now if you come all the way up, well at this point here, I can stay here all day. Because now my spine is taking the weight, not my abdominal muscles. Remember, we want to work the abdominals, the ab crunch. So you need to come up to this point here. Now here, I find it very hard to balance, so I know that's where my abdominals are working the hardest. So, again, up to this point, back down, until the head comes back down. Up, breathe out, in on the way down. Common mistakes, you lift your feet to try and get up. Because you do it too hard, your abdominals aren't strong enough, or you're throwing your arms up to get you up there. That makes it much easier. Use the momentum of your hand to get you up. So either fix or fix, and then breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. Next one. Okay, this is called an isometric exercise. It means that you're working the muscle without changing the length. And the one we all know, and I've done it many times, a plank. Make sure the hands and forearms are flat on the mat. And the body, just like it says, is a plank of wood. Feet go together, bum, back, legs are straight, head straight, and you just breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. You should be able to easily hold it without shaking for at least 30 seconds. Easy. And the fitter ones of you should be able to do it a lot longer than that. Now, moving on to slightly more technical exercises that use a bit more movement. So this one is called an alternate squat thrust. A bit like the push-up movement, in that we get into the same kind of position. High plank. Make sure the weight on my shoulders is directly over my hands, and that my feet and body are straight. Start with one knee up as high as you can. And all you do is swap this position with your other leg. Just like that. And you do it again, and again, and again. Breathing, nice and steadily. It's kind of like running on the spot, but on the ground. Muscles that it works, your abdominal muscles, as you move your knee up towards your body. Your deltoid muscles are working isometrically to keep your body stable. And then you're also working your quadricep muscles to bring your leg up, and your hamstring muscles to bring it back. Okay, now we're getting to some really hard exercises. The burpee. Full body exercise. To do this then, and there's many different ways to do it, but I'm going to show you this one way to do it. You start in this position, start a bit closer than that. You squat down, keeping your back straight. So don't do this. Don't lean forward. Always chin up, chest up, bum out first. So squat down, then the hands go down, the feet get fired out into this position. Then you do exactly the reverse. Knees come up, jump up. I'm going to do 5 in a row so you can see it all in motion. So down, out, in, jump. Down, out, in, jump. Down, out, in, jump. Straight back all the time. Not bending forward at my hips. And that is probably the hardest one. You can tell now that my heart's beating really fast and trying to get that oxygen into my body. So I'm going to do one more to finish with. The clean and press. One of my favourite exercises. We show it from the front and then we show it from the side. You're going to squat down, keeping the back straight. And this is kind of like a deadlift, if any of you have done deadlifts before. So back nice and straight, all the way to the ground. The next movement, I'm going to fire up, reverse curl, and catch a bar on the top of my chest. And to finish off the movement, I'm going to press it above my head. So let's do 5 in a row. Notice how straight my back is all the time. Try and keep the bar as close to the body as possible. Let's do 2 from the side. Catch it, press it. 1 more. Catch it, press it. Okay. Good. Now there are going to be many, many more videos to follow. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch you do each exercise and pick the 10 that you are best at. Now you can't do 10 biceps or 10 quadricep exercises, but it needs to be a mixture of whole body, muscle groups from the arm, chest, torso, trunk and legs. Hopefully over the weeks and months we'll be able to pick out the best ones and get your highest marks out of those. Now all you have to do is practice these. Thank you.